Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Looney. I hope you're all doing well. In this evening's video, we're going to look at some Matchbox Pontiacs from my collection, and we're going to be taking a look at one vintage piece that I picked up earlier on today. So it's going to be a bit of the old versus the new, I think, in this video. I'm not really looking at too many cars. It's only going to be about 5 pieces to look at, so it shouldn't be super long. But anyway, I have got a few pieces to look at, so we'll get straight on with it, and we'll take a look at the piece that I picked up earlier on today. So we will move this one out of the way for the minute, as we'll look at that one a little bit later. But the one we're going to be looking at mainly is this awesome piece, and it is the 1964 Pontiac GP. And this piece is the regular wheel version, as you can see. And there you go, so it says Matchbox, sorry, it says Made in England by Leslie Matchbox, series number 22, Pontiac GP Grand Sports Coupe. Look, bit of a mouthful. So anyway, this I didn't pay a lot for at all. I paid £4 for this. It wasn't too far from my home. I did mention in a video, a few videos back, that I had managed to come across one and that I'd be getting it, and today I finally got it. These have shot up in price. These in mint condition in a box now are fetching over £100. One without a box in mint condition is fetching nearly £70. They've really shot up. Like I said, I paid £4 for this. I didn't pay a lot for it. It's not mint, but it certainly isn't play worn. It's what I like to call a good survivor car, or a good survivor piece. It's got a few flea bites, and I could do with giving it a little bit of a clean up, just mainly because it's got a little bit of dust behind the glass. But I've been after one of these. I've been after both versions for quite a while now, and every time I find one, they've usually got a crack in the screen, a busted pillar, a door missing, something. And like I said, this one is nice. It's missing its tow hook, but that doesn't matter to me. This will be going in my display once I've cleaned it up, as I've been after this particular piece for quite a while. I now just need to try and find the super fast equivalent in purple, but they're fetching almost up to £170 now if you find one with a box in mint condition. So they're even more expensive than the regular wheel version, but that's because they didn't make as many of the super fast wheel version, because these were made from 1965 to about 1970, as far as I'm aware of, so don't hold me to that. But so I think there's a few more regular wheel versions out there from what I've found out. But anyway, the idea is we're going to take a little look at it. So let's have a little look inside. So the interior almost looks grey, but off the camera it is an off-white, but it does, the doors still open quite nicely. There you go. It is a cool piece. And let's have a little look in this side. There you go, you can see the center console a bit, and it's still got a nice little snap to it, which is cool from considering this car, it was made in the mid 60s, 65, 66, that sort of time period, and it is in really quite nice condition. It has got a little bit of suspension, and it rolls really well, considering the regular wheels weren't that great at rolling. So anyway, so that is the Pontiac 64 Pontiac GP. So this is its modern equivalent. I have got another version of this. Hang on, a bit of smudge, 2 seconds. There we go, got some fingerprints off it. I have got another version of this, but this was the one that was to hand. The other one is packed away in its packing crate. And straight away, it's a nice casting. I do like modern Matchbox stuff. It is done very nicely. You can see that it's got all the lights. Lights are painted in, or tampered in, should I say. So you have got the side markers or indicators. If you're from the UK, you can see are orange and painted in. The lights are white. It has got 1964 on the plate, and the rear lights are done as well with 1964 on the plate. And it's got, these wheels aren't obviously Real Riders. These are Matchbox's version of Real Riders, and they call them True Grip. So these are Matchbox True Grip tyres. Has a plastic chrome base. So it would be nice if they're metal base, but unfortunately they are not. But there's the interior. And again, there's a nice little snap to the door. And that's the other side. And that doesn't. But again, it is a nice piece. It is very nicely done. But door gaps are a little bit big. But this is more of a toy than a model. But then again, for the price it cost, it is basically, well, it's still a collector's piece, but these are more toy cars than models. But it's a cool piece. But let me know in the comments which one you prefer, which one you think's better. I obviously, I'm biased. I prefer vintage Matchbox over the modern stuff. Modern stuff is very cool, but you can't beat the original. The original piece is heavier in hand, and I like the fact that even though it sits lower, which I do like, it may not be as detailed with the painted details, but the casting is better. And the door lines are nice on this. So anyway, so that is the main car. That's the main piece for today. So we'll move them out of the way, and we'll just take a quick look at some other pieces that are pulled out. So we'll take a look at this one next. So this is another modern piece. This is from the Matchbox Basic range. This is from a 5-pack. I can't remember the 5-pack it came from now, but this is one that I did a wheel swap and detail on not all that long ago. It had painted in headlights and it had painted in tail lights, but I did the wheels obviously on it, and the little door handles in chrome, and the lights, mirrors in chrome. Not that you can really see it. The biggest improvement was the interior paint. I gave the interior a couple of coats of spray, blue spray, which is virtually identical colour, which quite a lot of the time, the cars back in the day, they did either, you could have different colour combinations, but they quite often did come with the same colour interior as the car. But it definitely gives it a better feel for the 70s now, rather than the interior was all chrome, which made it look, in my opinion, awful. But it is a nice piece. I painted the side markers in as well. But this is the 1971 Pontiac Firebird Formula. So it is a cool piece. And the only piece I've got that's anything vintage wise to sort of be a substitute is this Pontiac Firebird, which I'm sure is based on a slightly earlier piece. It says 75 copyright on it, which is when this was made. So this was made around about 76, but I think it is a slightly earlier piece. I think this is more like, well, maybe a little bit. It might be late 60s, but it's the closest I had. They are very similar, but and obviously this is a lovely piece. It's in lovely condition for something that was stored away in its box most of its life and then spent 10 years in a loft, and it's still got awesome gloss to the paint. It's a very, very cool piece, and this is a fairly recent purchase, and I have shown it before. So obviously, in my opinion, again, the vintage piece is the better piece, but then again, like I said, I'm biased. But this is a nicely detailed piece, and with the few extra little details, it has given it that sort of premium look now. So pretty cool. So that is the Pontiac Firebirds. And then the last piece, and there's nothing to compare this to, I just thought I'd show it as I like the car, and it is a 1970 Pontiac GTO Judge. And quite a basic casting. This is from the time period, I think this was a Tyco. This is from when Tyco had it, and Tyco didn't have it for very long. Tyco, I think, was from about 92, 93 to about 97. They took over from Universal Toy, which took over from Lesney. I think Lesney was 1953 to about 1982, something like that. Possibly a little bit before, and then they went on from about 82 to about 92 was Universal Toy, and then these had it. Tyco had it, like I said, until 97, and then obviously Mattel took over. But it is a cool piece. It is in the awesome orange, has the Judge on the rear spoiler, and I've seen other versions of these that are all painted up, but it just screams 70s. Loads of suspension, but like I said, I don't really have anything to compare this to, but it is of the same breed as these. But anyway, so that is today's video, today's pieces. That's the star of the show, obviously. Just got to try and find the super fast version now if I can, in purple. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more vintage pieces, wheel swaps, customs, and premium pieces, challenge videos, and all that good stuff to come. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.